Rickey Henderson, MLB's Man of Steel.
Rickey Henderson stands as one of the most iconic figures in MLB history, known primarily for his unparalleled speed on the bases and his ability to disrupt the game. Henderson's career spanned 25 seasons, seeing him wearing the jersey of 9 teams. He set numerous records and earned a reputation as one of the greatest leadoff hitters and base stealers in MLB history. His combination of athleticism, intelligence, and charisma elevated him to legendary status in the sport, and the highlights of his career were 2 World Series championships in 1989 and 1993, and the AL MVP award in the season he won his first chip.
Early life and entry into baseball.
Rickey Henderson was born on December 25, 1958 in Chicago, Illinois, but he grew up in Oakland, California. Raised by his mother, who was a strong influence on his life, Rickey developed a love for baseball early on. His natural athleticism, paired with his determination, made him stand out from his peers. Henderson attended Oakland Technical High School, where his impressive speed and talent were already apparent.
Despite his athletic prowess, Henderson's path to Major League Baseball was not a straightforward one. After high school, he played in the amateur ranks and eventually caught the attention of scouts. In 1976, at the age of 18, he was drafted by the Oakland Athletics in the 4th round of the MLB draft. It was with the A's that Henderson would make his professional debut, quickly working his way up through the minor leagues and making his first appearance in the major leagues in 1979.
Major league debut and early success.
Henderson's MLB debut on June 24, 1979, marked the beginning of a career that would ultimately change the way the game was played. The rookie's ability to steal bases immediately stood out. His combination of explosive speed, quick reflexes, and baseball IQ made him an instant threat on the base paths. By his second year in the majors, he was already making an impact.
In 1980, Henderson won his first American League stolen base title, stealing a then AL record 100 bases. That year, Henderson also demonstrated his ability to get on base, which was crucial for a leadoff hitter.
In addition to his speed, Henderson was an exceptional batter. He had a keen eye for pitches, often leading the league in walks and on-base percentage. His approach to hitting allowed him to become a dual threat on the field. By the mid-1980s, Henderson was widely regarded as one of the premier players in the game.
The record-breaking streak. Rickey Henderson's name became synonymous with stolen bases, and for good reason. Throughout his career, he set a number of records that would take years, if not decades, to break. His crowning achievement, of course, was his record for stolen bases.
On May 1, 1991, Henderson made baseball history when he stole his 939th base, surpassing the previous record set by Lou Brock. It was a moment of celebration for Henderson, but also a testament to his dedication and consistency. Over his career, Henderson would go on to steal a total of 1,406 bases, far more than anyone else in MLB history.
While stealing bases was a primary focus of Henderson's game, it wasn't just about numbers for him. He was also a master of timing and instincts. His ability to read pitchers, anticipate their movements, and seize the right moments to steal was unparalleled.
The leadoff hitter, a game changer.
Henderson revolutionized the role of the lead-off hitter in baseball. Traditionally, the lead-off hitter was seen as a table setter, someone who could get on base and potentially score the first run of the game. However, Henderson's style of play elevated this position to new heights. His speed on the base paths and his ability to disrupt opposing pitchers gave his teams an edge that few could match.
In addition to stealing bases, Henderson's ability to score runs made him a critical asset at the top of the lineup. His presence on the base paths created a sense of urgency for the opposing team, forcing pitchers to adjust their strategies. By reaching base consistently and stealing bases at will, Henderson was able to put constant pressure on defenses, setting the stage for power hitters to drive in runs.
Henderson's versatility as a hitter, combining patience with aggressiveness, also helped redefine the leadoff role. He was willing to work deep counts and walk, but he could also turn on a pitch and deliver a powerful hit when needed. The result was a player who could get on base, create scoring opportunities, and set the tone for his team.
Henderson's peak with the Oakland Athletics. Henderson spent much of his career with the Oakland Athletics, and it was during his first stint with the team that he made the most significant impact. Under the management of Billy Martin, the Athletics teams in the late 1970s and early 1980s became synonymous with speed, defense, and aggressive baseball. qualities that perfectly suited Henderson's talents.
In 1989, Henderson and the A's achieved one of the most memorable successes of his career. The team, led by manager Tony La Russa, won the World Series, defeating the San Francisco Giants in a memorable 4-game sweep. While Henderson's base-stealing ability was vital throughout his career, his leadership and all-around contributions played a role in making the 1989 championship run one of the highlights of his career. That year, Henderson also won the AL Most Valuable Player award, further cementing his status as one of the game's elite players.
Later years and continued success.
While Henderson was most closely associated with the Oakland Athletics, his career spanned several other teams. In 1993, after leaving Oakland, he joined the Toronto Blue Jays. Despite being in the later stages of his career, Henderson continued to play at an elite level. In 1993, he helped the Blue Jays win the World Series, further solidifying his legacy.
Henderson also played for the New York Yankees, San Diego Padres, Anaheim Athletics, New York Mets, Seattle Mariners, Boston Red Sox, and Los Angeles Dodgers. Although his time with these teams was shorter and less impactful, he still managed to provide value, especially with his experience and his expertise in stealing bases. Even in his 40s, Henderson's speed remained an asset, and his baseball intelligence never wavered.
Retirement and legacy. Henderson retired after the 2003 season, but his legacy had already been firmly established. With 1,406 stolen bases, he set a record that still stands today. In addition to his stolen base record, Henderson also accumulated 3,055 hits, 1,406 stolen bases, and 2,295 runs. Numbers that place him in the conversation for the greatest players of all time.
Henderson's induction into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 2009 was a moment of great recognition for a player whose influence on the game could not be overstated. He received 94.8% of the vote, a testament to his impact on the sport.
In 2007, Henderson had a short sting as a first base coach with the Mets. He died on December 20th, 2024, 5 days before his 66th birthday, following a bout of pneumonia.